we'll definitely get into Cult of Lamb later in a bit. But yeah, I needed to share with you guys. I needed to share with you guys. Guess what happened today? Some of you might already know. So, I brought my chicken into the house. Dumpling. I brought Dumpling into the house because I looked at Dumpling this morning. So I went to go feed my chickens, and I noticed that Dumpling had some frostbite on her comb, which made no sense to me because she has been outside this entire cold snap, and like at night it would get like -9 degrees, and in the morning she had no frostbite. If anyone was gonna get frostbite, I thought it was gonna be Potato. I thought Potato was gonna get frostbite, but Potato did not get, because Potato's comb is like way bigger than Dumpling's. But Dumpling had some very specific, kind of weird looking frostbite, because it wasn't like the very tips were fine, but then like the middle was white. It wasn't black, so like the tissue hadn't died yet, but it was on its way out the door, right? So I'm like, okay, I am gonna sneak you inside to warm you up, because it's got warmer here today. So I was like, if I could just get it warm now, we can save the comb. The comb can be saved, you know? So I bring her inside, and I hide her in the bathroom. And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna like hang out. So I have her in the downstairs bathroom, right? And I'm like, okay, we're just gonna hang out here for like 20 minutes, you know, give you a chance to warm up, get blood going back. Get blood going back into your comb here. Yeah, I had her in the shit room. Yep. So we're hanging out, and I set her down because I was holding her. I set her down on the floor, right? And I turn around to go make sure the door is closed so she doesn't bolt, because the last thing I want is her just running loose in my house, right? And I start turning around, and all of a sudden I like see at the corner of my eye, and she just seizes up. She just goes up, like sits straight up, like almost like she's standing like a person, and she just freezes, and like her head's all tucked in and stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, she's having a seizure, like, or she's going into shock. Like, it was too cold outside, and then I brought her into the warm house, and the temperature change put her in shock, and I start freaking out that I just killed my chicken. I'm like, this is the worst thing that could have ever happened. I'm gonna start crying. And all of a sudden I hear thunk. And then it rolls out. It rolled, because nothing in my house is level. So it rolled away, and it was this egg. This egg rolls away, and then she goes back to normal. She just sits back normal. And then like goes back to complaining because she doesn't want to be in the bathroom. She's like, she's getting louder and louder. And the egg just rolls away, and I'm staring at it, and I'm like, is that real? I thought it was, because I have little wooden eggs for them, where you like put it in their nesting boxes so that the chickens can be like, oh, egg go there, right? And I'm staring at this egg, and it's the exact same color as the wooden eggs, and I'm staring at it, like, is that one of the wooden eggs? Did she somehow have a wooden egg hidden in her butt feathers somewhere? Was it under her wing? Where would she hide a wooden egg? This doesn't make any sense. So I go over there and I pick it up, because that was the other thing. People who aren't around chickens a lot, when they lay their eggs, they're wet and the shell is still kind of soft, and then it dries. And you can literally watch it dry. It's very fast. So it looks kind of soft and squishy, and then you can like literally watch the moisture like dry off of it. It's kind of like when you get chalk wet and like the chalk dries really fast. So, and I'm watching it do this, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a real egg. That's a real egg. And I go over and pick it up, and I'm holding it in my hand, it's still warm, and I'm like, oh my god, you just laid an egg. And she's like, and I'm like, you just laid, I'm like, pick up, I'm like, you just laid an egg. You laid an egg. That was my first egg. My first egg. Right there in the bathroom in front of me. I watched her lay it. Yeah, so I watched my very first chicken lay her very first egg. It was crazy. I was laughing, dude. What a insane thing to happen. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. I was just in shock. Honestly, I thought she was in shock, but it was me. I was the one in shock. I legitimately thought I killed her. Like, just the way she tensed up. Because I've seen, like, chickens lay eggs before. Laying eggs right now was so outside my radar that it didn't even occur to me that this would be a possibility. So yeah, it didn't even occur to me. Because not only do chickens normally not really lay in the winter because, like, there's not enough light, right? That their bodies go off of the amount of light. And there's, you know, like, the days are shorter in the winter. The main purpose of eggs for chickens is reproduction, right? You don't want to grow babies. You don't want to have babies in the winter. Yeah. So I didn't even think that, like, laying an egg would be a possibility. And then, like, Dumpling and Potato are younger chickens, and my older chickens haven't laid any eggs yet. So I was like, it's definitely not going to happen for these guys. You know what I mean? So I have the egg. It's on my kitchen counter in an egg carton. It was so weird. I was like, because at first I thought it was cracked, but then it wasn't. I was like, can I eat this? It's on my bathroom floor. That's kind of gross. Even though I just cleaned it, but I'm like, it's still kind of gross. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, well, if they lay them in the chicken coop, that's kind of like a bathroom floor in a way. And I'm like, you still eat those. You wash your eggs before you eat them, by the way. Don't take poopy chicken egg and crack it. And then don't do that. Wash your eggs before you eat them. Leave them on your counter, then wash them before you eat them. If you get them from a farm. And I was like, well, no, I gotta wash it and then I crack the shell. Like, what's the difference? I'm gonna keep it. It's so cute. It's like smaller than a regular chicken egg because it's her first egg. But then I have to go leave and do stuff, right? I have to leave, you know, as one does throughout the day. And I come back and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go check on the chickens. So I go and check on them again because I just wanted to check Dumpling's comb, which is doing better, by the way. I think we got blood back to it in time to not cause any kind of death, but we'll see. And I'm like looking and I'm like, hi guys, hi chickie girls. And I look and there's another egg. There was another egg in the chicken run. That's a second egg. A second egg has hit the coop. So I go, I pull it out, and this one was cracked. It had frozen, so it had been sitting out there for like a hot minute. So yeah, maybe it was there earlier and I didn't realize it. But I don't know, it was frozen. So you can't eat a frozen egg. Why can't you eat a frozen egg? Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. The main concerns are bacterial contamination of the shell, cracks, and unpalatable texture after thawing. Okay, so it just makes them gross. Okay. But this one had cracked. I'm assuming because the egg froze and expanded, it cracked the shell. So I wasn't going to eat it. So I ended up just cooking it up for the chickens to give back to them because it's actually good for them to have higher protein in the winter because their bodies burn through it a lot staying warm. Fed that one back to them and they were pretty happy. It's actually kind of terrifying how quickly I will get attacked for an egg. Because I've had eggs a couple times now. I will literally get attacked if they smell egg. Right now, specifically, I'm cooking the eggs because I don't want them to get, like, egg all over their wattles, which is, like, the red bit that's under their neck, and then have that freeze and cause more frostbite. But also another reason to cook the eggs is because then it doesn't look like raw egg. So it tricks the chickens into not eating their own eggs to get the tasty, tasty raw egg out. They think it's, like, something else and not the egg. Thank you guys for the hype train. Thank you. Yeah, so we got lots of eggs today. 2 eggs. So now I have to really start looking for eggs, which is exciting. I've given up on the eggs, at least until spring, when the days start getting longer. Although they will now. Well, not yet, but soon. December 21st is the shortest day of the year, and after that, the days get longer. Congratulations on your eggs. Thank you, Joey. I grew them myself. In a roundabout way. Sort of. Yes, I was very excited. This is crazy. I can't. It was an accidental egg. I really thought I killed her. I really did. It was crazy. These eggs are just chicken seeds. That's all they are. They're chicken seeds. See, and that's the thing is I didn't even raise Potato and Dumpling from babies. I got them when they were like 2 months old. I got them at teenage stage. And now they're laying eggs. I don't know who laid the second one. I'm assuming it was Potato because it looked the same as Dumplings, and Dumpling and Potato are both Orpingtons. Potato is a lavender Orpington, and Dumpling is a buff Orpington. So, Dumpling is like an orangey color, right? That like generic chicken, like if they're not white, they're orange. That's what Dumpling looks like. And then Potato's like a soft gray color. Orpington is such a great word. I 100% agree. I just want, like, I always just have like an excuse to use it. She got the British chickens. I have 2 orange chickens and they act very different. I have Peck who's orange. She's a golden lace. So she's orange with, and then like the edges of her feathers are white. Which is like where the lace comes in. I think she's a, what did my mom call them? A farm mix. She's a mutt. So she's an Easter egger. Her dad was an Easter egger, but I don't know what her mom was, because we're not 100% sure who her mom is. And then I have Dumpling, who's a buff Orpington, and they don't act the same. But Orpingtons, like, as a breed are more chill. Cause like the Orpingtons, if I pick them up, like, they'll freak out before I pick them up, but when I pick them up, when I have them, they're chill. They're like, okay, I've accepted my fate now. This is how my life will be. But but if I pick up any of the other chickens, any of the Easter eggers, they will literally kick my ass. Like, even though I have their wings pinned, they will somehow get their wings out and like beat my face with their wings. We don't know exactly who her mom is, me arriving to Tori out of context. That's the thing with chickens, is you never really know your mother, right? Because broody hens will take eggs. They will steal any egg they can get. Congrats on the eggs though. Thank you. Thank you. So many eggs in chat. Eggs in chat. Eggs in chat for the eggs all day. Yeah, so it's very cool. I'm very happy about it. I gotta keep an eye out for eggs. I was like, okay, I'm walking away from the feet, and it dropped down to 36. How many foot people were in here? How many were foot people?